Okay guys, back for another cast in the druid. Last time I looked out in Terran Mill in Hillsbrad Foothills after completing those sort of alliance quests in Westfall. And I sort of took an overview and found out that well, I'd like to do the 30 elite quest in zone here. I'll show you on the map. There we got him. It's the lowest quest I got. The next lowest you could say is this level 32. Or this for that matter. The first one here is combined with the level 34 quest there. The other three level 30 elite quests are done. Well, you can see it's fairly close to, but I haven't been able to find a group for it yet. I'm just gonna buff up a little here. So what I plan to do is do this level 32 quest stone tokens. I do it by killing the mobs in the vicinity like this caster here. And then there are four sort of undead special undead NPCs in these two buildings here that I can do. Even though it's a level 34 quest, but I noticed that I got more than 50,000 experience before I reached level 36, before I should definitely turn these in to get full reputation gain. So I'm gonna do it this way. And why not have a little Halloween fun here. So what's to notice down here is that these guys, for instance, I'm gonna root this guy. They're more like an issue for melees. They don't hit very hard, but actually this was the wrong guy I rooted there. Did some Just gonna root this guy again. And my sound was crazy. Let's turn it down a bit. These guys, they're no issue for me really, but for especially for melee, especially for rogue actually, they're a problem because they can cast a spell that it's called blood something. They just stand still and don't do any damage at all, but they reflect any damage taken, maybe by 100%, but definitely by a lot. So I've seen quite a few rogues in the Deathlock add-on go down due to these guys, and I'm 100% sure it's because they're not taking notice of what they're doing, so they're actually killing themselves on the mob. I'll show you when one of them starts to cast it. I think they will cast it even though I'm casting spell. These guys, it doesn't reflect spell; it's only melee damage. And it's only these guys here that can pull it off, so to speak. Yeah. This might be a single pull, let's try. Nope. So I'm gonna root that other guy. Then just run away, I think. Due to I'm pretty down on mana here. We're gonna come all up here. Looks like it. Okay. And just before I ran from Terran Mill up here, I remembered that it's actually time that I can get at level 35. There's a lot of things happening at 35. I can get new mana, 1992 mana over 30 seconds instead of 1344 over 27, so that's pretty huge as I'm always low on mana. But I'm gonna be look after my wealth and use my sort of old mana pots first. Bro. So 50 more of these to go, and then I can use my new mana pots. Nice. Oh yeah, and if if someone actually pops up and makes a group for this, then I'm definitely in, by the way. And I'll just sort of abort these quests for meanwhile. I might even go through the looking for group and guild, just to see if anyone's up for it. What's a mage up here? That can drop these stones as well, so I'm just gonna look for her. Oh, there she is, I think, yeah. Thing about these, they can spawn rather annoying. That's what you do now. And they can actually spawn these mobs. There's nothing to them apparently, except that there are just many of them and they're a little annoying. And that's one of the guys that I need for the other quest, level 34. These blood witches, or what it is down there. I think actually 3 of those undead characters are in this sort of compound, and then there's one in the other one, in sort of the taller building up there. And it's actually in this area that David died, by the way. There's 40 mates down here somewhere, and somehow I think he got aggro from him. You don't need him for a quest. He might have been swimming down there in that Tavern area. But he got aggro from that mage, and yeah, the mage killed him while he lost his connection. So I haven't really got something like range to interrupt these Spirit of Old casts. I think it looks like they just have to take any kind of damage and then they go down. Yeah, time for a little snack, I think. And there's no sort of interaction with these guys, it's just kill them really. Yep, and back to Gluk Gluk here with my mana. So one of the undeads here. Oh, and respawns. Very nice. I need 10 of these stones anyway, so that kind of fits. more stones. Bloodstone. And then, like I said, the last of these undead guys inside this, the neighboring building. And someone just got killed by that elite spider in Stone Center Mountain. I soloed it, and not sound like a dick or anything, but one of the things that Balance doing is actually pretty good at, I think, is soloing elite mobs outside where I can use roots. And as this was a double pull, I probably better fill up my mana first, and the double pull standing down here. Captain Melrashi is some... I think it's a mob. Well, now that I'm drinking anyway. Melrachi is a mob down here, I think, in this sort of fortress, in this sort of beginning zone. For orc troll starting zone, really. Let's root this guy and kite the other. Just making sure I'm not running into some of the local fauna while I'm kiting this guy. Eat my green lightning bolts here. Nature bolts actually. And then there was this pesky mage up here. I might as well get to full, and she should come to me. There's one of the mobs that patrolling back and forth here, or back and forth there. Yeah, I have to drink a lot today. I was out eating Chinese earlier this evening, and great food, but incredibly salty, really. Sort of in the good way. So I've been drinking like for hours, I think, since I got home. I guess I'm not used to that salty food. Or food that salty it is. Run away. Not one of these guards has sort of attempted this sort of blood shield or what it is, what it's called, yet, but I'm sure it'll come at some point. And like I said, it's only these sort of melee guards that will cast the spell. And I don't know, it might be because I'm a caster, or it might be just that I burn them down too fast, sort of. I think there was some mage. Oh, well. Another respawn there, right in my face, so... Who goes first? I think you do. Yeah. So I could test it simply by using melee on him, and at some point I'm pretty sure he's gonna cast it. He's just gonna stand still and some red bubble will sort of appear. Oh, didn't make it. So about that, bro. Oh, nice. Through the gates here. Blood. So So it's not like if I get aggro from say this caster here that he will sort of jump me. As you can see, these guys are yellow, so they will only attack if they attack. I'm just gonna try again and see if I can get him to cast his blood stuff. Yeah, there we go. When he casts this stuff, you'll sort of get all your damage returned. As you can see there, 85. 85. So the damage I deal is the damage I get, but it only goes for melee. And with the rogue going nuts, yeah, it can add up, that's for sure. So I think about I have enough of the stones. Now I got 6, so I could go hunt for the last of these sort of bloodstones. Might as well take this guy on the way out. And that mate that killed David is the guy down there, I think. Yeah, he's too big for me. It's not gonna be any vengeance right now. And that was David's warrior. I mean, the one I did raise the crown with. Just gonna take this guy while he's here. I'm just gonna mark him to sort of raise my awareness about him. There's another quest down here, maybe it's level 34 as well, but you don't really have to. This guy is by far the highest level character down here. I think the rest is probably like 34 to 36, something like that. I'll probably get that quest when I hand in the others here. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do this patrol because I have to get inside the house and I'd like to have sort of an escape route out. And I have tried before when I was inside and then, oh shit, all of a sudden, no idea what that why that happened. I tried, I think I must have pushed the buttons at the same time. This keyboard and I will know. The new Windows here, well, it's not new anymore, but since it came, I had some issues with pushing a couple of buttons, and you end up in some kind of menu that will sort of get you. Your current desktop screen will be changed to another desktop screen, and it's not Alt Tab, it's something else. I think I figured it out. It's about that you can have multiple desktops with a hotkey. I'm just not used to those kind of combinations, and I can't really seem to where to get rid of them. See if we can get this guy as well. Usually I have to grind a bit extra to get the 10 stone, but this time it sort of went faster than normal. And you could say that I'm a bit on a timer now because I killed the guards sort of guarding around the building. They will respawn eventually, of course, but I can use, and I intend to use my Hearthstone when I'm sort of done with, yeah, the last of these, the Bloodstone Oval, that undead on the top floor here. Yeah, I'll go full mana here. Okay, costumes up. Let's get a new one. I think there's actually 4 different, but it's sort of keep getting the same one really. Looks like these guys just have to take any kind of damage and they will die. I think it just died to my thorn. Sort of close cast. Just to make a little distance to him. And stay down. So there's a guard up here and I'm pretty sure it's a double pull. After that there's some sort of small boss-like mage up there, and then finally I can sort of kill that undead guy. If you have trouble with the mage, she's standing pretty much on top of me, but she won't aggro through the floors though, at least. But if you have trouble with her, you can maybe run down here to sort of lose her line of sight. What's the double pull? Let's see. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. So just to make sure that she doesn't, that I don't get aggro from above. Just gonna sit here, enjoy my meal. So this guy is yellow as the others, so he won't attack me, but yeah, unless attacked, so I'm just gonna go nuts on this. And let's see how much damage we take, 148, so it's quite a bit actually. Fortunately I can nuke her faster than she can nuke me. And this is some blah blah about, where's the book? There it is. About sort of helping the undeads, stuff like that. Yeah, just leave it there for now. Just thinking about, okay, what was in this spot, and actually I do know what's in the spot, was some food item. Anyway, let's go get the final guy, the one that I actually came for. And yeah, we are inside, so no roots are available. Oh, nice. Where are you going? I just felt like a high level sort of alliance druid in PvP. I remember sometimes when I was low level they just kept running after you, spamming Moonfire, because they were too lazy to pretty much to get you with roots or whatever. Anyway, let's hand in these quests. And he offers us 35. I'm gonna wait with that. He offers 34. It's okay. But yeah, I got a lot of experience just for these two quests. So I think I'm gonna call it a day here, just to make sure that I have enough sort of room for all the experience that I'm getting here before I reach level 36. So, as usual guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, bye bye.